If I think back to what led me to be where I am today, I think it's really my career spanning over banking, insurance, and consulting. But I think to bring it home is really when I realized the importance that decisions make to the future of a business. That is where I think I made the decision to go into a governance role, because it creates an intersection between operations and strategy. And in between is the board that leads an organization to become successful, that guides an organization to make the right calls, avoid the risks, take opportunities, and run a business responsibly. So I'm in a very good place today in my career as the Deputy Group Company Secretary at PPS, and as a Chartered Director. I find myself at the intersection of, on the one hand, being a governance practitioner, so really being into the trenches of governance and how businesses should be run from a governance point of view, but also on the other hand, sitting on boards, having attained the mastery of understanding what being a good board member is. So I'm so privileged to be in that position. So if I look back to just reflect about the pivotal things that happened to lead me to where I am now, I think it's just understanding the importance of, first of all, good leadership, good stewardship, the importance of having a board that makes good decisions. That really helped me to understand that a board's role is really much more than what meets the eye. A lot of people think boards are about wading through a lot of content without really thinking about it strategically. But the board's role is really about being enabled with the quality of information that they get to make good board decisions in an ethical manner, in a manner that is responsible, in a manner that creates long-term value. So where else would you want to be than at the cutting edge, making good decisions that lead into good outcomes? I think that's what we're all looking for. So if I think about what good governance looks like in practice, it's really about showing up well prepared. I think people don't really understand what it's like to, what is really important about getting prepared for a meeting. The quality of the decisions that you make, as good as the preparation that you've had, on the one hand. On the second hand, it's also as good as the quality of the information that you receive. So in practice, it's really about making sure that the quality of the information that's given to the board is great, and making sure that board members come prepared to the boardroom, so that when those two intersect, you end up with board members making good decisions that advance the organization and obviously lead to effective decisions. And also to, I think, give an overlay of that is really around leading ethically and responsibly. If you think about where we are now, a lot of decisions, some of the decisions actually have been made without thinking about the long-term consequences. We're sitting in a difficult global environmental space right now because certain businesses have been making decisions or chasing profit at any cost. And yet, from the very beginning, if you think about King, they always spoke about the triple bottom line. It's always been there, but it's only now that it's being elevated to say you have to grow responsibly and think about the long-term impact so that there is continuity, so that you grow in a responsible manner and you actually earn your license to trade. So for me, I found King 5 to be more succinct, and I like that because then it's quite pointed and it allows you to get right to the point. Even just the framework that they have introduced, for example, to me is very useful because then there's a standard around how you respond to governance. I think the reduction of the principles to lesser a lesser number which have been almost grouped into thematic matters helps a lot, because then it also doesn't seem too overwhelming to a smaller business. Because smaller businesses, for example, find it quite overwhelming, point to all of these practices. But the new code, I think, really is straight to the point. So having been awarded the CDSA certification, I think, has been the most rewarding and fulfilling achievement in my career because of what it stands for. It's like a culmination of what I've learned technically and then merging that with practice. The process itself is very structured. It's all about your experience, your technical expertise, your interviews, etc. So going through that process and being given that designation has been, for me, a signal to myself and the market that I've attained mastery. And this is something that I don't take lightly. And it's come over 20 years of practice, 20 years of understanding what's good, what's bad, what's ugly, 20 years of being exposed to what good boards look like. So it means a lot to me. And my biggest wish is to actually now give back and contribute to be it thought leadership or just good governance practice. That's from a professional point of view. From a personal point of view, I think it espouses, it's a signal again to the market that I am out there and wanting to make a contribution to good governance. So I certainly want to grow. It's really around, and I really appreciate the fact that even through the process, the way it's assessed, they bring in real life case studies. For example, if I reflect back on the exam, it's real issues that we're dealing with. And you have to understand how to analyze what's really going on, because that's really what happens in the boardroom. You've got to analyze and be able to cut through and understand the critical issues and unpack those and come up with credible, workable solutions on how to do that. So I'm very much committed to the profession. I want to continue to learn, and I think the ethos of the IoD is really around continuous professional development. So I would urge any governance practitioner out there or anybody serving on a board to really continue to grow and become masters at governing. So if I reflect on South Africa specifically, where it's come from, apartheid, everyone knows, and we don't want to focus on that. Good governance, and we're so privileged to have the King Code, which is a globally recognized governance framework, quite strong and grounded on very, very strong values, etc. We're in a very fortunate position to actually lead in that space. We have got our own problems, but so do we have some very good case studies that we can showcase out there. And if I reflect where we are in the world with all the geopolitical situations and people doubting certain, the North, the global North, for example, in terms of them being the authority for anything good, I think we need to use this opportunity to just showcase what the global South can do. I think the world is ready to see and hear about the good work that we do, that we can do as well from South Africa. So I think we're privileged to have good organizations that have done really well. I know of a lot of organizations that have expanded into global markets, doing really, really well, being grounded from South Africa. So I want to urge business out there that we too can lead the charge in terms of good governance. And it's up to you and me as business leaders to really bring to the fore what the King Code has been preaching for a very long time. And it's now even been simplified. It's really about earning, your license to trade. That's legitimacy. Ethics, it's a big thing. I think we're doing well relatively, and good performance. And that's really around board members showing up strong and having the resolve to do well, to lead ethically, with strong leadership and with a purpose to end up with the right outcomes.